Yeah, going into a desert, yeah. Yeah, forgetting to stock up on ice cubes before I start the video, so now as soon as the part starts, I'm gonna have to pause. Okay. And we get to hear this song for the entirety of the level, so I'm happy. Anyway. In case you don't remember, you have to, when you come here, you need 5 Goober tokens in order to get the upgrade. I have 8. Anyway, you can upgrade your abilities here. I'm going to upgrade Bash to turn it into the Macho Bash. Anyway, turns into a spiky fist. Anyway, 2 ways to deal with these guys. Reflect their shot back at them. And you can beat them that way. Or hit them with the normal fist. I haven't really shown off what the normal fist does. Normally. But normally it just hits something and goes bonk, and that's it. So you have to hit them twice with that thing. The Macho Fist, when you use it, it explodes. Anyway, Desert Slammers. Anyway, so yeah, it waits a little bit and then it detonates. Or you can push the button again and manually detonate it. Yep. So as I said, you can defeat them with the normal spin, the reflecting spin, or you can just blow them or beat them with this thing. Getting hit by the projectile does an annoying thing. 1, it does damage, but it also causes you to have ice physics for an amount of time. Is that everything? A couple tokens, but I don't care. Anyway, augers, if they can't get to you right away, they'll do this. Anyway, also their antennas are long because I have the cheat code enabled. Which is interesting. Oh, there's another one nearby. Spongebob will, they'll make comments based on any enemy that's nearby. So he'll say, you need a breath mint, or for the, the fogging enemies. I'm not really up for a game of catch right now if you encounter a projectile guy like these guys. Which I don't actually remember what they're called. Do I have any... oh, no. Do I have any extras that I'm wanting to use. You can get some art, you know, they give you little art packs, like concept art for Spongebob and stuff like that. Spoilers. You can get a sound pack.
I am the trash compactor. I think I'm gonna. Oh,
Oh no, not again.
Service with a smile? I'll show you service with a smile. You want fries with that?
Wanna pet Mr. Whiskers?
Lots of toys to play with.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners. Whoa! It's a fragment!
Anyway. Those are just anime voice packs and all that.
hey, Lloyd! You're the one about the sponge that made it through the desert? No. Me neither.
Oh, I think I actually want to, yeah, I want to jump from here. Anyway, another type of objective here. The Sponge Bowl. These are, if you remember, it was a very underused power-up in the first one, as well as used in the credit sequence. There are full-fledged levels in this game. Anyway, the ball has, you know, rolling physics and all that. You can't jump with it. And you just have to go through a couple obstacle courses with it.
We're men.
Red platforms, of course, they crumble when you get to them, or when you touch them, rather. Falling off does, of course, set you back to the beginning, which is a little irritating.
I should bring ice skates next time.
Super fun! Saving the day!
Oopsies. Hey! You weren't even activated.
Whew, that was close!
Do, 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 do. Come on. I don't want to break too many of them, because I want to try to get up here. Because that's the downside with the exploding globe. Is it makes those puzzles a little harder.
Oh, that's a headache waiting to happen.
Clean Bikini Bottom, one hapless soul at a time.
Going up with a bang.
Anyway, just, bounce along here. This is one of the bonus tokens. You do need to collect a lot of the bonus tokens in order to beat the level. Or the game, rather. You don't need to collect all of them, but you do need to at least collect a bunch of them. I think you need 40 or 45 to beat the game.
These just ooze
Oh, okay.
macho.
I didn't know that was sort of one of the collectibles were. Oh, I made a mistake. I don't think I activated that box. Yep. I legitimately forgot that this was one of the collectibles. I thought it was just a nifty way to get money. Anyway, this time I'm gonna give Patrick some health, because the next actual level is his.
Oh boy, another Krabby Patty.
Nothing like old man type stuff.
Be sure not to touch these, or you'll get hurt.
Thanks for the heads up, Mindy, after it's already happened. Did Patrick just say whoa when I'm playing as Spongebob? Or is Patrick nearby? Because sometimes when you're playing as a character, you can see the other character just around the map somewhere. Anyway, another objective. A floating block challenge. There's these different challenges, there's a number of them just littered around the level. I think there's only 3 types. And this is a Patrick platformer. The reason you are Patrick is very simple. Patrick does not get the ability to spin in midair. Patrick can't buffer your jump in midair and, increase your distance a little bit. Like SpongeBob can. Oh. Anyway, as you can tell, there's, various types of blocks. Ones that rotate fast, ones that rotate slow, ones that just spin constantly, ones that move, vaporizing blocks, ones that just make you feel like you're going insane. Fun fact though, the timer continues when you pick up these coins. So if you pick up the coin with 1 or 2 or 3 seconds left, and the timer runs out in that little time before it goes away, you have to reset the level. So try to get to the end with a little bit more than a couple seconds to spare. You will, come on! Get out of the spikes. just like the last game, if you get hit multiple times in a row, like if you get juggled, you will automatically just be beaten or whatever. He'll automatically just respawn you. Which is nice that the game has a little bit of mercy. It doesn't have a whole lot, but at least has some. And these enemies, once they get if they get a red antenna, that means they're within range to spit at you. And unlike last time, so music.
I don't want any more Brussels sprouts.
Music just decided to give up, I guess. There is actually a reason to go back and Spat Truck.
At the Jump Bucket, every purchase comes with a free bucket helmet. Get yours today.
I also unlocked the new
Now I can get all my wrinkles out.
targeting reticle, which is just Spongebob. Man, this is a weird glitch, but I guess this is just like a set glitch. Because this happened the last time I played this level too. Where the music just has better places to be. Oh well. Nope, there's the music. It wanted to give me a ton of concentration. That puts you back into the combat challenge. Yeah, there's SpongeBob. Oop. I think you can jump over the steam, but I'd be darned if I knew how to. Oh, this level's fully complete. Oh, hit the second switch with the explosion. That's nice. Anyway, unfortunately, this part did not take long enough, so I can't end this off. Which is annoying, because that means I'm going to have to do this part here, and then do the bonus stuff later.
I found one last spot with those ugly plankton propaganda towers. Use whatever you can find to knock them down.
Anyway, here's another bonus type of mission. That jump looks a little too long to make, so did those other ones.
The last of Plankton's propaganda towers are here on the edge of the desert.
Oh, breathtakingly evil.
These tracks formed part of a slide through this area. I need you two to race down them and knock those towers over.
Sounds kinda hard.
Don't worry, guys. Stay on the track, jump over obstacles, and hit any plankton signs you see along the way. Good luck.
Anyway.
I didn't do that.
Looks like fireworks. And that's how we do things in Bikini Bottom. Talk about a pretty rock formation pattern. This one's a beaut.
Yeah, the music in this game is actually really good.
Mindy was right. They knock over like bowling pins.
Anyway, you can't get that chest. It's one of the few levels that the return trip is actually different from the first trip. So you can get that on the time trial. Anyway, but they'll occasionally make comments about what you do. SpongeBob and Patrick, like SpongeBob will, yeah, SpongeBob will say that when you jump or when you land. SpongeBob will say medic or ow splinters when you hit a crate. This level he has the line of talk about pretty rock formations, that one's a butte. I wish there was some way to turn off the HUD,
Avoid those next time.
because every time you pick up a manly object, that bar up at the top right appears and it's a little annoying.
By the way, Patrick, when was the last time you took a bath?
Anyway, if you go right here, you do just loop back to the point where you jump to this one. So you have to jump onto that broken tower. Oh, that was a mistake. I probably should have went on the right one. Because I think there's a chest you can get over there. But yeah, I believe this game, the music does actually pretty well to pump you up and make you, you know, make you worked up a little bit.
I knew you guys could do it. Here's your reward.
Oh boy!
Our heroes, having foiled Plankton's evil plans, continue across the desert. But Plankton remains one stubby step ahead of them. He sends someone to make sure that they will fail. He is a vicious, ruthless killer named Dennis. Fortunately, SpongeBob and Patrick have discovered the paddy wagon in a parking lot. But the key is missing. So the only thing to do is to go into the rough, tough bar and look for it. Good luck, my friends. You're going to need it.
Bubble blowing bubble blowing weenie hunt, not bubble blowing baby hunt. We're on a baby hunt and don't think we don't know how to weed 'em out.
You have to get the key to the paddy wagon back. Good news, Patrick! You've got enough Goopy Goober tokens for me to teach you a new ability.
My flop is the mightiest flop of all!
It's called the Smash.
You can do the bleep smash by jumping into the air and pressing the square button.
There?
In the air?
Yes, have to be in the air for the smash to work. You can use it to press buttons, break through floors, and even defeat enemies. The paddy wagon is parked outside, but you'll need to get the key back to use it.
That doesn't sound hard.
You'll probably have to defeat all of the thugs to get to it.
That sounds hard.
You can do it, I know you can.
Well, if you believe in me, then I can do it.
The key to the paddy wagon.
Paddy wagon. Careful. Easy. You got it!
Anyway, I could do this level, and there's also a chest in this floor panel that you have to smash to. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back and get the last objectives in that slide level. Oh, no, I don't want health.
I don't know what to say about that.
So which means this part's going to be a little longer, because I am going to do these 3 objectives.
You guys took a while going down the slide the last time.
I like to stop and smell the anemones.
And old tires.
Well, try sliding quickly instead. If you make it under the allotted time, you'll earn a reward.
This level gave me a lot of difficulties as a child.
That's my favorite line ever.
Gave me a lot of difficulty as a kid because I didn't know basics about video games. Like, I didn't know if you push up in a sliding mission, you go faster. And I didn't know about jumping around corners and stuff like that. But when I was a kid, most of the fun of watching video or playing video games wasn't really playing them. It was getting to watch my dad play them. It was impressive. Like, he, not having played any of the levels in this game, picked up this controller, or not this controller, but he picked up this game, picked up my controller, and beat this level first time. Never once touching the game. He just beat it first try. Which amazed me as a kid. That's kind of what drove me to want to be better in life. Like, that's kind of my driving point, is, you know, self-improvement's a good thing. That was kind of what started that. I was like, wait, how are you this good at a game you've never played? He goes, well, just, it's a game. There's, you know, there's basics to it, and there's, you know, skills in one game does sometimes translate to the, you know, to another. So that's kind of where I got my want to, like, improve, be good at games. Because it is true. You get good at one game, and you do kind of have a increased skill level in the next, you know, in the next set of games you play. Your total skill as a gamer increases. Watching someone who's never played Dark Souls before play that game is incredibly fun to watch. Because yeah, it's kind of at their expense, but it's just someone who's never held a controller before playing certain games or stuff like that is a fun thing to experience. Because you're watching, you know, Slate Zero, you're watching the bare basic, you know, no skill whatsoever, if someone's never touched a video game before. Oh, what was that? Why did it immediately turn me? Well, I probably am gonna fail this one. Oh well. I'm not gonna go that way. Because that is faster, and frankly I probably should, because I'm not gonna make this. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this.
Must smash crates.
Oh, I might. Ten, 9, or 8, 7, 6, 5. Nope. Never mind, it does let you fail it.
Amount of time.
Oh,
Did Minnie bother to tell us if
I guess
there's
I
anyone still running around here?
yeah, I don't care. It's only like 3 minutes. I could tell more silly stories and not fail that last part, because if I didn't fall off, I would have made it. Do I have any more? Oh yeah, watching someone start at stage 0 in a game is like really fun, because I got someone who doesn't play Dark Souls to try like the first area. Why? Just bought this controller. I don't know why I'm having issues with the stick like not loading. However, I was having that with my other controller too, so maybe the Switch remotes are so like, oh, probably some issue with like, I don't know what it would be, zoning zoning issues. GameCube controllers have a higher sensitivity than Switch controllers. They're, oh, whatever, I'm making excuses. But yeah, watching them get to like the first like group of Hollow Knights or whatever they're called, like the undead normal people, and walk onto one. They get to the was it the part after, like part right before Taurus Demon, where you're supposed to, you know, deal with the 2 normal guys while one's throwing firebombs at you. So it subtly teaches you about prioritization. She sits there and focuses on the one normal, you know, the 2 normal enemies, or the one normal enemy. She's supposed to one, and the other guy in the back walks up and throws a bomb at her and stuns her, which then causes the enemy to hit her. Hey. Which then causes the other enemy to hit her because her character is stunned. Watching her get upset about that's unfair is really fun, because of course, you know, little skill checks like that you take for granted if you've already been able to pass them a million times. But someone who doesn't have the ability to pass that skill check, because that part like checks your ability to not multitask, to prioritize. Who do you go for? The 2 people who don't really pose that much of a threat, or the one in the back who's constantly going to be throwing stuff at you? Anyway, as per my previous statement, gonna save state on any
Did Minnie bother to tell us if the train is
attempt
still
now.
running around here?
Like I say, I've beaten Dark Souls like I don't want to say hundreds of times, but a good couple dozen times. I've done, you know, no level ups whatsoever. Pure magic, like only being able to use magic. You know, a build where you use the first weapon you want, or first weapon you get, you know, stuff like that. I've done randomizers, I've done all sorts of stuff like that. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but of course my skill level's a little bit higher than someone else's. So watching someone who's at ground 0 on skill, man, I just barely made this. And I could jump over there and get something else. It's like watching someone who doesn't have those abilities beat the game is fun.
Wow, that was fast.
Not really beat the game. She lost the Taurus Demon like 3 times and quit.
challenge for you two.
Ooh, three-legged race?
Spelling shuffleboard backwards?
No, rings will appear along this slide. You have a limited time to get through each ring. I'll reward you if you get through every ring.
Yep, and just like last time, it's a ring challenge. And then the next one's gonna be a macho. They all follow the same order. Although she did quit when she got the Taurus Demon, and her reason behind it was actually very fair. Was moving the microphone really quick. She asked how long the game was, and I said, "Yeah, you're about 2-3% through the game." She goes, "Yeah, I'm not enjoying the game enough at this point to warrant me sitting through the rest of it, where I'm just gonna struggle for the next 8 months." So I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. You will get better at the game, and you will be able to beat it, but if you just don't want to commit that time, it's fine." It was fun to watch you go through the first area. She beat Asylum Demon, which was interesting. Yep. I do not care. I'm gonna save state from now on. I wonder if this is a full-on shortcut? Or is this not? No, it isn't. What was that? I collided into nothing. Which, it's weird that she quit Dark Souls, and then she immediately she went to a used game shop and picked up Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne for the Switch. Which I'm over here like, you couldn't even get past the first main boss in Dark Souls. What do you mean you're gonna play a game that's infinitely harder? Because, Dark Souls is tough, but you can beat it with strategy. Like, you could beat it with knowledge. That's enough to beat that game. It's purely knowing what you're doing. You're gonna beat a game that requires more than that, and on top of that, requires RNG manipulation? Because that game, what was it, the Mega 10 games are not for beginners. It's not that they're like impossible or anything like that, it's just them being unfair and all that stuff is just a part of their a part of their charm. Yeah, see, if you can do that platform jumping thing there, then you get a massive speed boost, because around this corner is the end.
Great slide.
Okay. Now this part is 40 minutes. However, I don't necessarily want to start the next part with,
How fast do you...
Oh, I skipped it. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah. Gotta get through here slightly faster than I did last time, because I think I got through here. That's not how you do it. know why there's just parts that just eat my momentum.
Hey, a desert. The bottom of the sea.
Because those games are, like, they're not impossible to beat, but they definitely require a lot of, like, they're guide games. You can play them blind, sure, but having someone who knows how to beat them, knowing advice, knowing stuff like that, is a massive help in those games. And in case you don't know about the Mega 10 games, they're relatively popular because one of the characters from that series even made it into Smash Bros. If you've ever played Smash Bros. Ultimate, and you know about the character Joker, he's from Persona, which is a Shin Megami Tensei game. It's a spin-off. Yeah, there's 5 core games of Shin Megami Tensei. There's 5 Persona games. And then there's 2 Digital Devil Saga games. Which are probably my favorite of the franchise. Because DDS is really fun. Minus Argilla. Argilla in the first game's a little unlikable as far as I've played. But oh well. One minute left. Yeah, I think in order for me to beat this one, I have to use the shortcut. The rock formation shortcut as soon as you leave here. Part of me wants to try to go and get that thing. But part of me also doesn't. Because I imagine how you get it is you jump over to those platforms.
You guys rock! You've beaten everyone's time.
I do what I can.
As do I.
Then how about beating your best time?
Yeah, no thank you.
Did Mickey bother to tell us if the train...
Can I go back and do... No. Because I don't know how I would go and get the other treasure chests. Because I know where the one is, I just don't know where the other 2 would be. Or the other one is.
It's a good thing Spongebob wrote this stuff down.
Anyway. I'm gonna start the next level and then end off and start the next part. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.